Yeah, I'm just getting the brush hog here ready to go do a job for somebody else that I said I would do. And then, like I say, do what you say you're going to do, and that's part of the deal. Of the ground I got to work over there, whatever I don't use, I got to brush hog. And, nothing ever seems to really work out when I should be doing. Like I say, this should have been done back in August. But he called me again here the other day, or texted me. And I understand it's his hunting ground, his play property. And I did do part of it already. I don't even know if I ever posted a video. Bent up the blade on this. Maybe I'll put it in with this video here too. But if there's a video of me replacing a blade on this thing, it was back from July. Maybe beginning of August, whenever it was. Because I hit a rock over there, bent the blade in it. But, like I said, I don't remember if I ever posted that video or not. I think it's still on my phone. Either way, I'll do that. But, like I say, I'm going to go get that done now. Because I can't bag, because of course I moved the bagger the other day over to the one I normally bag for. And because, as the last video showed, I can't go mow that stuff down. I'm hoping she's sicker than hell too, so I don't know how fast they're going to move. They're fighting mud over there too, so I don't know when they're going to get done. But hopefully maybe they can go through this weekend, maybe the first next week. I can get back here and do this. Maybe it'll be dry enough to do this by then. And I don't know, I keep getting comments, oh, I should have mowed that at 2.5 foot, and I should have made it cutting sooner. Yeah, I should. It would have been better feed. But there's nothing wrong with this here either, because like I said, I've watched a video here on YouTube a week or so ago. Guys mowing stuff 8 foot tall. It was turning brown already. Of course, they're not making dairy feed. Maybe it's beef feed, maybe it's heifer feed, I don't know. But it can be put up at any stage. I mean, I definitely wouldn't bale this. 2.5 foot would be ideal to bale and wrap. But I'm going to chop it, and yes, it's going to be a miserable time doing this. But then again, last night on Instagram, I watched a guy, another Pennsylvania dairy farm. It's actually PA Dairy Farm. I don't know how far south they are or west. They're further downstate, further than us. He was mowing stuff just as tall as what I got here. So, but of course, he might be doing it for heifer feed. I don't know. But anyway, since I can't do that, I'm doing something for somebody else, getting their job done, and I got promised other jobs I'm going to do. That's what I'm going to go do. I'm going to go get everything done for everybody else, but nothing for myself. I just greased the PTO tail wheel, which doesn't make much difference anyhow. Half the time it's not touching the ground. But what I got to do is I got to put some grease in the gearbox. There's nothing in there. It should be oil. It should be oil halfway up onto this gear. I put gear oil in there. There'll be a puddle in the driveway before I leave the yard. So what I've done before is I've gotten John Deere's corn head grease, because that's thick as a grease right now, and as it warms up it gets thin. Well, it doesn't stay in there either, of course, so I just put regular grease gun grease in there. And as you can see, it doesn't stay either, because I did this the last time I brush hogged. But it stays in there long enough. I mean, there's enough grease into these bearings and stuff. Of course, I don't know, maybe it didn't get back into that bearing, I don't know. But anyway, it should press its way through there somewhat. I mean, at least that bottom bearing's getting greased. If anything, this will be the bearing that goes out. But run it till it blows. So I'm going to show you how I put the grease in there. And I'm going to take it because it's part of a tube here right now. I just put the tube in a grease gun, hook it onto the one gear, let it flop in. And that's going to do that. What did I do with my rag? That was only part of a tube, and it ain't going to be enough. Let's see, just get it set somewhere and Yeah, put this on here for now so it doesn't get dirt in it. I don't need to grease anymore at the moment. And now it's got a bunch of grease in there. I mean, it'll warm up. Hopefully it pushes its way into this bearing. I mean, I know it's all going down through the bottom bearing. So, that'll run. I say, it blows up, it blows up. The way things are going, I probably won't need none of this stuff next year anyhow. Run it till it breaks and then let it be somebody else's worry. But I got to put the cover back on there now, and I'm going to go piss around that. I got probably 2, maybe 3 hours. Hopefully they'll be dry enough to... I'll brush hog what I can. I can get through most of it. I know there's going to be some wet holes, but gotta do it to keep everybody else happy. So, yeah, I'm going to get back at it. And like I say, maybe I'll add that video from earlier this year when I was replacing the blade. I think I did delete part of it. I got some of it or some. I don't know. We'll see. So we'll be back. Well, since I don't have enough seed to seed the rest of that ground down, I find some more here. And I ain't rushing to look for it right now. They got rain. Now, right now they got rain for the next 6 days. I was actually going to go mow some hay today. Just stuff I was going to bale up for bedding, but if it's only a day or two I would. But 6 days. Tomorrow I'll probably be all changed anyhow. But so in the meantime here, yesterday I was brush hogging for the neighbor. Part of the deal is some of the ground I use. What I don't use, I got a brush hog, and he wants me to clear the paths back to the woods and stuff for hunting and four-wheeler paths and stuff. So I was doing that, and I hit block of wood, rock, ditch, I don't know what I hit. So I hate doing these jobs. This brush hog isn't made to go over rough ground, really. This has become more of a medium duty and more for like these flatlands. And whatever I hit, bent the shit out of that. And it wasn't too bad, but I must have bumped it again or something. It got to the point every time I touched grass, I was banging into the deck. And some of these are old holes, but ripped that up, bent that brace up. I think that's been bent from before, because this isn't the first time I've done this. I hammered that back shut. You can see that's all raised up there. Got a hole over there now, so it took a pretty good beating there yesterday. Or I should say, another beating. Like I say, it's not the first. So, I say that's completely shot. But luckily, since this isn't the first time it's happened, last time I bought a new set of blades and put on it. And I kept the blade that was fairly straight. So that works out good for me. I don't have to go buy another blade till the next time it happens, but that one's junk, so I got to put this on. And that's what I'm working on here now. I mean, I haven't shown much of it because this pin was rusted in. Wasn't as bad as I thought, but it was bad enough I had to hammer on quite a bit. But this has kind of got a screwed up system, but then again, it is kind of a nice system because you don't have a nut on there to rust up on this. It's got these shims in there. You know, you push that up in there and the shim goes on. And then this piece goes in, this slides in, hooks here. Oh, where's that other piece? Then this piece will go set in here, it'll set into that groove. And then the bolt goes down through all that and bolts into that little hole there. So anyway, I think, well, I know it's better not. A couple years ago I went to take that and it was actually this one here too. I broke the bolt off. So I had to go get it drilled out and ended up putting a helicoil in it. So it is what it is. Like I say, just got to make sure you got some grease or anti-seize on it, and usually shouldn't be too bad. Oh, stuck in there. But that's what I gotta do in here now. I'm trying to figure out, I gotta go find something else to brace this up better, because now I just got that jack on there and it's leaning already, but I gotta get something better underneath this, because I gotta get underneath there and shove that stupid thing up through the hole so I can get them pieces in there. And then it should be good to go again. I don't have a small wire brush. I'm trying to find something to clean that hole out with a little bit. But I guess just spray it up with something and lube it up best I can. Worst that ever happens, I have to put some heat to it to get it out. But so that's what I'm working on. Now I'm hoping this video in a little bit better. I know on that grain drill when I was working on that and stuff, I wasn't happy with some of them views and stuff, and some of the settings I had on the phone, I was actually zoomed in too close. And another bad habit I got here is I'm looking at what I'm talking about and not what I'm looking at through the phone, so I'm not getting good angles there either. But so hopefully this will come out a little bit better and be more entertaining. But I am going to pause it for now because I'm going to do some dangerous stuff probably. So I'm going to find something else to brace this up with, but I don't need nobody seeing me doing what I'm going to do. So I'll get back when I got this back together.